Our first referee, Patrick Castillo, national referee. Second referee is Arlindo Eusebio, national referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Middle blocker from De La Salle University, number 2, team captain Abby Maranyo. Outside spiker from the National University, number 3, Ivy Laxina. Opposite hitter from La Salle, number 4, Ara Galang. Outside spiker from NU, number 6, Myla Pablo. Center from La Salle, number 9, Kim Fajardo. Middle blocker also from La Salle, number 10, Magjoy Baron. Starting libero from La Salle, number 5, Don Macandili Katindig. And the head coach for F2 Logistics is Regine Diego. And now the starters for Kurashiki Ablaze, Japan. Center number 3, Kyoka Oshima, team captain. Outside spiker number 2, Saya Taniguchi. Middle blocker number 11, Akane Hiroka. Outside spiker number 15, Asaka Tamaru. Opposite hitter number 16, Saki Tanabe. Middle blocker number 23, Okuna Takio. Starting libero is number 5, Kaoru Takahashi. And the head coach for Kurashiki Ablaze is Hideo Suzuki. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is the semifinals matchup between
Here are your
F2
starters. Start a new way to watch the PVL via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos a month. The change for Coach Diego, as Ara Galang is in the starting lineup along with Myla Pablo, who we mentioned, back-to-back double-digit performances. Meantime, a minor adjustment as well for Hideo Suzuki, as Yukino Yano will come off the bench and Saki Tanabe will be part of the starting lineup. She put up 6 points off the bench yesterday. Came in only 2 sets, sets 2 and 3, and yet was so effective for Kurashiki.
Definitely, Eric. So now it's an interesting lineup for F2, wherein Ivy Laxina will play opposite, maybe because to man the blocking also for F2.
But Ara Galang, a surprise part of the starting lineup for Coach Diego after she came off the bench for so many games here in the Invitational Conference, as Fajardo with a 2-touch play to get the first point of the Cargo Movers. How is it going to be for the system and for Ara Galang as well here in the opening set?
So now for F2, they really need to focus more on defense, because you know this Kurashiki team are fast and smart tactical players, so they can really adjust to the ball if the ball is close to the net, or if they have two blockers in front, they have another options, or they can vary attack. So F2 needs to be fast on their feet here, and especially when it comes to blocking. Kahit ma-rebound lang, tapos counter-attack, they can manage that.
A net touch from Laxina gives the first point of Kurashiki Ablaze here in the opening set. Oshima to the middle. The tip kept alive by Baron. And here comes Pablo. That's Taniguchi. Here's Saka Tamaru with her first point of the game.
And like I was saying, they can really adjust despite having 2 blockers in front, swiping it off the blocker's hand to score a point. Because a point is a point. Kahit mapa-check mo, mapa-drop ball mo, it's still 1 point.
Oh, great serve by Akane Hiroka, the first ace of the match.
F2 also needs to focus also in reception. So they need to execute well, run their offense well, because Kurashiki are also tall players, so they can really block the ball well.
Much better pass from Katindig. There's Magjoy Baron coming off a 9-point performance. That's her first.
Yeah, great find coming from Kim Fajardo, freeing Magjoy Baron to score. We know her that she can place the ball well, finding the sweet spot also.
That's going to be outside for Pablo. So after a 3-point run by Kurashiki Ablaze, The Cargo Movers score a point, but they give one up. It is 4-2 here in the opening set. Here's the best player and the starting setter of Kurashiki Ablaze, Kyoka Oshima. Pretty tall setter at 5'7". Fajardo sets it up. Too low for Baron. That's an attack fault as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
Yes, Eric and Alfred. Nakachikahan ko kanina si Coach Reg at sabi niya sa akin, ang gusto niya lang mangyari ngayong araw ay laruin ng ladies ang laro. Ngayon tinanong ko, anong ibig sabihin nito? At sabi niya, wag daw silang magpa-apekto sa outside pressure, negativity, at sa kaba. She said there's no expectations naman and all she asked for is an injury-free game from both teams. Ngayon, hindi natin makikita si Jo Fernandez because she is graduating today from PICC pa siya. Pero makakasunod naman daw. So there you have it. Let's go back to enjoying this match which you can experience better through the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Now back to you, Eric and Alfred.
All right, thank you, Kyla. Congratulations, Jo Fernandez. Another hit there by Aragalang. She just picked up her first point earlier. Chance ball here for the Cargo Movers. Fajardo back to Galang. That's dug by Taniguchi. Oshima sets it up. Tamaru knocks it in.
Ever reliable, opposite hitter here. She has been deadly on that side since the first game until yesterday. And up to now, still finding her rhythm, her groove. It's because of the floor defense as well.
And Asaka Tamaru isn't a very tall player. She's just 5'6", but extremely talented. An overpass coming from Oshima. Laksina. Tamaru overpass once again. Another chance ball here. Makandili Katindig sets it up. Gayang with a push. Oshima picking it up. Takahashi to Tanabe. Makandili Katindig. They go back row. Cargo Movers. And Tanabe picking it up. That's Taniguchi pushing it through the block. Longest rally so far of the opening set. Tanabe with a left hand tips it through. Laksina. That is outside.
Yeah, too much angle on that hit coming from Laksina, but it was a great intention to go down the line because the blocker was close to the middle, kaya medyo bukas talaga down the line. Siguro she needs to clip it more going down. Kaya niya ibabawan eh.
Yeah.
Because of her height.
Ivy Laksina 6'1". That serve is wide for Tamaru. But what a breathtaking rally in that last sequence. So unfortunate it had to end on an attack fault. There's Yukino Yano on your screens coming off a 10-point performance. She will be coming off the bench today after being a starter yesterday. Laksina, 7 points in the last game against PLDT. Oshima. That's dug, overpass, and put away.
Those kinds of break balls expect Kurashiki to manage a point right away.
8-4, Kurashiki Ablaze against F2 here in the opening set. Bingo Plus, the first live streaming bingo in the Philippines. Kurashiki Ablaze has doubled the output of F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Kim D, Che Behag, or Chap Behag on your screens. Will not see action once again. This is back-to-back games already for Kim D. Not seeing action. She didn't play against PLDT. Risa Sato.
It's also a big loss for F2 that Kim D is out for the semifinals berth of them.
Not a good pass there from Aragalang. Laksina from the back row picked up by Oshima. Hiraoka sets it up. They go to Taniguchi. It is outside.
Yeah, the ball was far from the net for Taniguchi there. She tried to send it over with that clip, pero it was really too far.
Hello to everyone watching us, including some of our friends from the media like Geloy Bernal and Wen watching on Pilipinas Live. Aragalang, her first start in the Invitational Conference, serves it into the net. That's her first service fault, but she has an attack point already.
So F2 needs to play cleaner volleyball if they want to even manage to stay with Kurashiki. Because they're really deadly when it comes to floor defense. Just like this, counter-attack and scoring another point.
A beautiful setup there. Oshima to Hiraoka, who knocks in her second point of the game.
Finding the middle blocker there right away because the setter saw that the defense of F2 was still scrambling on that play. Yeah, binigyan niya talaga sa middle. Nagulat ang F2.
Great floor defense so far by Kurashiki. Tanabe setting it outside, no block touch.
Yeah, she was trying to maybe just brush the ball off the blocker's hand there. Too high on that attack.
Abby Maranyo, 9 points, started in all sets in that 3-set loss against the high-speed hitters. Tanabe, rejected, kept alive by Tamaru. Tanabe again. That's dug by Abby Maranyo. There's a tip. Majoy Baron with her second point.
Yes, Majoy Baron, we know that she can really score a point for F2. Not so fancy, but super tactical on that play.
Majoy Baron, 3-time UAAP champion. Nice serve by Maranyo. Oshima sets it up. Hiraoka, that's partially deflected. Fajardo to Pablo against a single blocker, catches the line.
They need more of those for the cargo movers. That deflection from the attack from the blocker's hand, coverage, and great setup also coming from Kim Fajardo. And of course, the justice coming from the spikers.
After being down by as many as 5 points, this is a 3-point run for the cargo movers. They are within 2. Hiraoka through the Pablo block and in, stopping the 3-point run of the cargo movers.
Myla Pablo was there. She read the play well, but her hands weren't penetrating the net. And the ball was just beside her. Medyo nakulangan lang siya doon ng reaction.
The only lead of the cargo movers, Alfred, is 1-0.
Yeah.
Any missing ingredient right now that keeps them behind Kurashiki Ablaze?
2 service errors already for them, so giving 2 free points to Kurashiki. So they need to lessen the errors because when it comes to offense, they can sumasabay sila sa offense. Kahit sa defense, nakakadig rin sila. Just like that. So now they need that counter-attacks and lessen their errors.
Tamaru. Katindig picking it up. Fajardo to Pablo. Myla Pablo pounding it, and that's not coming back. Myla Pablo knocking it in. She has 3 points in the game already.
Yeah, we know liberos are unsung heroes here for a team when it comes to offense because it will start from them. No, coming from the dig, even coming from sometimes reception. So if they can dig the ball well, expect that offense to run well as well.
It's a 1-point game. This is the closest the cargo movers have been since they were up 1-0. Fajardo. Oshima sets it up. Oh, nice. Fast shoot set there for Hiraoka. Here's Laksina, overpassed by Tanabe. Katindig, Fajardo back to Laksina. Another great dig. Laksina trying to dump it. Rally continues. Tanabe with a free ball. Fajardo. The back set, Pablo with a push. Yes, Myla Pablo back-to-back points. And she has single-handedly tied the game here for the cargo movers.
What a veteran move there coming from Myla Pablo. As you can see, blockers were stable in front of her. The ball was far. Swiping it off the hand, scoring a free point for the F2.
Timeout here for Kurashiki Ablaze.
どっちなのかなという感じできとるから、ここでもサマルに回せ。なあ、バカバカいく。よ、今、しっかりこっちに向こうがついとるから、こっち回していこう。あとセンター4見てみいや。 ミドルなのかサイドなのか動きでよう分かるからしっかり見ていこう。はい、行こう。
Well, I saw Alfred vibing to the J-pop earlier. Did you get anything from the huddle?
I think they were saying that we need just relax, get in their game again, and focus more.
So, Alfred Valbuena has brushed up on his Japanese today. 11 all. This is a 6-1 run in favor of the Cargo Movers. A bad pass there. Oshima keeping it alive. Tamaru Asaka. Oh, katindig. What a dig. Chance ball here for Kurashiki Ablaze. Oshima sets it up. Tamaru Asaka. Another great dig for the Cargo Movers. Myla Pablo picked up by Taniguchi. Tamaru Asaka again. Oh, wow. Third time's a charm for Tamaru Asaka. She drills that one in.
What a swing coming from Tamaru, as you can see. That intention to kill the ball, finding the hole in between the blockers, clipping the ball as fast as she could para bumaba yung bola mabilis. Kasi yung floor defense ng F2 nakapwesto because of the stable blockings.
And she's not even breathing hard, Tamaru Asaka. And that was her third straight hit in the single rally from one end of the net to another. That's an overpass. Kept alive by Hiraoka. Tamaru Asaka again. Oh, wow. Look out below. Tamaru Asaka is on fire. 4 points already here in the opening set.
Like we were saying, pre-game, 29 points in their first game, 16 points in a 3-set win yesterday against Signal, and now only the first set 4 points side away. So we can expect more coming from her. Grab yung clipping niya above the blocker's hand.
Yeah, you can see the flick of the wrist, right? That's her secret. Fajardo sets it up. A tip by Baron. Kept alive by Okuda. Tamaru Asaka once again. She is unstoppable right now. 3 straight points. She has 5 already, and all of a sudden, it's a 3-point lead for Kurashiki Ablaze. Timeout, Cargo Movers.
Timing lang kayo. Kasi nahihirapan defense sa'yo nasa likod kasi magulo yung timing. Okay? Break ball naman eh, hindi naman quick. So, intay tayo. 1, 2, okay? Mas maganda yan na check natin. Tutuloy natin agad.
Beb, ganito yung block niya. Ganito yung block niya. Yung bola niya nandito lang. Ganyan lang yun.
Hindi naman makapasok na.
Kapag nakataas kayo, sinicheck mo. Ano?
All right, Alfred, let's put that in layman's terms. What are the adjustments F2 will be making after the timeout?
So now they were talking about the blocking position, because 3 straight points already coming from that same side from Kurashiki here. So they need to adjust or penetrate more with their hands because the ball is not too high. So kailangan nilang ipasok lang talaga yung kamay nila.
Hiraoka with the pass. This time from the other side, Okuda with the point.
So yeah, you can expect that coming from a team wherein 3 straight points coming from your outside hitter. So now changing their attacks because alam natin baka binabasa na ng F2 na doon ulit pupunta coming from a break ball. So great find there na going for the running hit.
Service ace for Hiraoka. This is a 5-0 run for Kurashiki Ablaze. They're up by 5, 16-11. Opening set against F2. Experience world-class basketball action at home with Signal's FIBA World Cup pay-per-view offer for only 650 pesos. Watch all games from start to finish, no commercials, and in high definition. Plus access to exclusive FIBA shows. Visit signal.tv for more details. The FIBA World Cup pay-per-view is also available to satellite subscribers. Hiraoka, the last serve, turned into an ace, making it a 5-point run for Kurashiki Ablaze, answering the 6-1 run by F2. There's Laksina finally stopping the Kurashiki Ablaze run.
I think for Laksina, she is more effective on the outside side for an attack, but they need good blockers or stable blockers, tall blockers on the opposite side. Kasi tamo, nakakagawa palagi dito ang Kurashiki ng mga blocks. But that time, Baron showing her blocking prowess and scoring a point.
First kill block of the match for either team coming from Majoy Baron. Remember, she had 4 blocks against PLDT, 3 blocks against Creamline in their back-to-back losses in the semifinals. So she is a very good defender at the net. Great adjustment there by Oshima. Baron, underhand pass, chance ball here. Takahashi to Oshima. They go to the middle. Off speed, done by Katindig. Fajardo to Baron, blocked by Okuda. Back row, Pablo, picked up by Takahashi. Oshima to Tamaru. And Katindig once again, another long rally in the making. Galang, off speed, picked up by Taniguchi. Okuda, cut shot. Laksina with the up, back row, Myla Pablo. That's Tanabe. Block on Oshima, and Tanabe with the pop-up. And Tamaru sends it outside. Back-to-back attack faults for Tamaru Asaka.
Defense after defense coming from both teams. Talagang walang bumababa na bola. What nice rally. Playing a better volleyball now for F2. As you can see, Majoy Baron just covering that area. Kaya nahirapan doon kung mag-adjust si Tamaru to spike that ball.
Pablo, 4 points already. Top scoring for the Cargo Movers. Tamaru Asaka taking off on one leg and knocking it in on a cross-court shot.
What can she do here? Tamaru Asaka this time going for a running hit. As you can see, that short running. Kaya nahirapan doon si Aragalang basahin yung play because the setter is also front line. Expecting a drop ball, but she wasn't expecting that running play.
Katindig, not a good pass. Majoy Baron, that would have been outside. Tanabe picked it up. Tamaru Asaka fires one in again. After committing 2 attack faults, she quickly makes up for it with 2 attack points.
So now it's the timing coming from the blockers of F2 that are not in sync because the hands are already there covering that area, pero medyo late lang mag-close si Majoy Baron kay Laksina.
4 excellent sets already. For Oshima, yesterday she had 22 excellent sets in 3 sets. Fajardo to Laksina. Down the line, Takahashi picking it up. Taniguchi, yes!
So that time going opposite side now and still scoring for the Kurashiki players here.
That is Saya Taniguchi, who mentioned in the open 11 points, one of 3 players in double digits for Kurashiki Ablaze. Oshima with the serve. Fajardo to Galang. Yes! Galang puts it in. Yes, 2 points already.
So this time, Kim Fajardo bring out her cards in terms of attack. Going for that combination tres quick. And freeing up the spiker. As you can see, the blockers jumped right away for Majoy Baron. Kasi alam nila, Majoy Baron drops the ball fast. So she was really committed to blocking the middle. Not looking at Aragalang behind her to score that point.
Oshima. Tamaru Asaka. It's 4 touches. It didn't cross the net. No challenge here for the coaching staff of Kurashiki Ablaze. It's a 3-point game. There's Hideo Suzuki, the head coach of this 2-time 3rd placer in the Japan V-League Division 3. Kurashiki Ablaze. 16 serving 19. Oshima. Back to Tamaru Asaka. Wow.
Yeah, anywhere, any set, she can really adjust to the ball. That's why they're having a hard time stopping this player. So now maybe a quick breather here. They're bringing in their service specialist and defense specialist as well.
She didn't play in the last game. Momoka Yamashiro. She's 5'2", out of Chugoku Gakuen University. A lot of these players from Kurashiki Ablaze are 24, 25 years old. Very young set of players. Tanabe off the block of Laksina.
Time Tanabe from the outside hit. So it's really hard for F2 to read the offense coming from Kurashiki.
Nababasa na nila yung may loop. Nakuha na nila. Girls, kaya natin pigilan yung outside hitter. Block tayo doon. Nanindihan? Very good yung may pasa. Tuloy-tuloy natin yan. Mas may chance tayo makapatay. Okay? Yun lang. Mag-start tayo sa pasa at sa block.
Pag
Okay,
nakakapasa
let's go.
tayo maganda, nakaka-translate, nakakapatay tayo sa kanila.
Spinner rhythm, spinner rhythm.
Lapit tayo ng block.
Okay lang yan, madali lang yung lima, te. Lima lang yan, ha? Madaalan natin ang itong sitwasyon. F2, reverse!
No more timeouts for Coach Diego and the Cargo Movers. They are down by 5 here in the opening set. Aragalang a starter today, already with 2 points. Uphill battle for the Cargo Movers.
Yeah, from the timeout, they were passing well. They need to maintain that, reiterating that they have good passing. Pero yung offense, minsan, doon sila nagkakamali.
A great save. Laksina made that play possible. Great setup job for Abi Maraño. And we're seeing Yukino Yano for the first time. She was a starter in the last 2 games of Kurashiki Ablaze. She's coming off the bench today. 10 points against Signal HD yesterday. Meantime, Mars Alba checking in for the first time, along with Elaine Casilag.
F2 going full front line here. 3 spikers hoping for a mini run. So they need that.
Mars Alba, 9 excellent sets as a starter for F2 in their loss against PLDT. Yano, middle attack by Okuda. Aragalang picked up by Takahashi. Yano chasing it down. Takahashi will send it over underhand. Free ball for F2. Maraño softened by the block. Yano pops it up. Oshima back to Yano. Yano is rejected. Takahashi keeping it alive. Here's Taniguchi. Yes!
I was saying Yano, one of the great defenders also for Kurashiki. She led also the digging department with 12 digs in their last game against Signal with 8 receptions. So now, expect them to have more floor defense. Kasi nakita mo talaga tinatakbo niya yung mga bola, saving the ball, and scoring a counter-attack.
Nice setup there by Alba, and that's going to go out. The save attempt is no good for Taniguchi, but you love the hustle of Kurashiki Ablaze.
Yeah. And they're still going for the ball, having that effort, extra effort to save. Wala pa naman pito, so yeah, the ball still in play, but yeah, the ball went over the antenna already.
4-point game, 18 serving 22 opening set. Aragalang. That is on the line. Casilag is on the board, her first point, and it's down to a 3-point deficit for the Cargo Movers.
Aragalang made that happen with a great serve, a strong serve, disrupting the offense because of that serve, heavy serving coming from Aragalang. They need more of those.
That's going to be out.
But time, too much muscle on that hit.
Second service fault for Aragalang, as Wako Omura will check in for Kurashiki Ablaze. Taniguchi will sit down. Omura was the starting setter against Kim Bakbaknin last Saturday. She will be a service specialist today. One of the youngest players of the team, is 22 years old. Alba sets it up. They go to Pablo. Pablo rejected, overpassed by Casilag. Yano. There's a net touch going to be called against Casilag.
Yeah, despite that net touch, it's still a point coming from Yano. I think they're challenging it here.
All right, first challenge of the match. If that's unsuccessful, the score will... Well, they wiped off the 1 point to Kurashiki, so we'll have to see.
So for Kurashiki here, Eric, I think they're still finding that perfect combination for the first 6. Because every game, nag-iba sila ng mga first 6, letting the bench players have the feel maybe of the vibe here in the arena with the audience around. And of course, the gameplay also coming from the Philippine teams. So yun yung siguro ginagawa dito ng Kurashiki. Para pagdating ng finals, they're already ready, feeling the vibe already. And yeah, sometimes it's different eh. The different ambience, diba?
And you find the perfect combination. Unsuccessful challenge for the Cargo Movers as Omura with a service error. But it's still 4 set points for Kurashiki Ablaze as Shola Alvarez checks in for the first time.
Yeah, for a defense specialist here for F2. And we know she also has a great hard serve, hoping also to score an ace.
Former JRU heavy bomber, Shola Alvarez, just turned 26, by the way, this July 11.
Oh!
Yep.
Ka-birthday ko pala siya.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Belated happy birthday, Shola Alvarez and Alfred Balbuena. Service error for Shola, though, gifts the last point of Kurashiki to win the opening set by 5. 25-20 Kurashiki Ablaze over F2 Logistics opening set. New streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. 25-20 Kurashiki Ablaze winning the opening set against F2 Cargo Movers. They led by as many as 5 and they won by 5 as we take a look at some of the highlights.
They're playing a well-executed volleyball here for Kurashiki team. So a lot of variations when it comes to attacks. So F2 needs to focus more on blocking. Not too perfect for the blocking, but good blocking would do ng mga block rebound in order for them to have a counter-attack and make sure of their offense. Kasi dumidikit naman sila, yun lang nagkahamali sila in terms of service area. They have that errors. So as you can see, 8 errors for the F2 Cargo Movers, for 6 only for the Kurashiki Ablaze. When it comes to attacks, not too far, just 2 for Kurashiki above and aces. Yun, medyo nahirapan dito ang F2 when it comes to passing. So they need more of those in this second set in order for them to survive. But I know kayang-kaya bumawi dito ng F2 and a lot of bench players are ready to fill or even make that spark for them.
Majoy Baron, 4 points. One of the top scorers for the Cargo Movers, along with Myla Pablo, 4 as well. In the meantime, Taniguchi with 2 points. Hiraoka with 4, but the top scorer has to be Asaka Tabaru with 8 points. Aragalang a starter today with 2 points. But you mentioned the errors. Of the 8 errors of the Cargo Movers, 4 came from the service area. Meanwhile, only 2 service faults for Kurashiki Ablaze. No blocks yet for Ablaze. Only 1 block coming from Majoy Baron for the Cargo Movers. And you mentioned they have to do better defensively, especially at the net, in order to get an advantage against this very talented offensive team in Kurashiki.
And they need also more smarter plays for F2. Kasi kanina nakadikit sila yung mga plays na just dropping the ball, just wiping it off the hand, not too fancy. So they need to maybe go back to basic volleyball here na kaya-kaya nila makapuntos.
Hiraoka gets us going in the second set with a shot against the defense of Pablo at the net. Hiraoka now with 5. And Yano is one of the starters here in the second set. Tanabe will come off the bench. Baron with the tip, picked up easily. There's Tamaru Asaka knocking it in once again, already with 9 points.
You know, I like the form of this girl here. Na talagang yung hand niya, after that swing, it's already above her head. Just a flick of that wrist. See that? Not too high of a leap. Pero yun dun kasi yung hand niya, that arm strength, arm stretch also.
Laksina. Popped up by Hiraoka. And again, Tamaru Asaka. Wow, back-to-back points. And it's a 3-0 start for Kurashiki Ablaze. And very early timeout here for the Cargo Movers.
Iset din, bitin eh. Baka tayo sa dulo, okay? Next, pumasa tayo na maganda. Ihatid lang natin, okay? Yun ang mga chance natin. Next, hindi pwede mabagal ang atake. Kailangan mabilis dyan. Binabomba nila kailangan, mas-check natin. Ibig sabihin, kung dinidiin, kaya natin iangat yun. Okay? Timing pa more. Nakikita ng shadow yung kamay. So, pinapa-check out lang. So, mas timing pa tayo. Bilang na rin. Kailangan ng kumpiyansa sa loob. Kailangan ng energy. O, energy kayo. Go!
F2! Walang tayo, walang tayo.
Now, those are the adjustments going to be made by Coach Diego. Let's check in right now with Kyla Castillo.
Asaka Tamaru is on fire, single-handedly dominating the spikes in set number 1. Now, I was able to talk to her earlier and she told me that she draws motivation from no one else but the Pinoy crowd. She told me na nung una daw medyo intimidating pero ngayon natutunan niya ng mahalin at i-enjoy ang cheers ng mga Pinoy. And now she's all hyped up. She also said that she feels very welcome here in the Philippines and she just can't get enough of our fried chicken. Well, aalamin natin kung anong fried chicken yan soon. Enjoy great volleyball action via the Pilipinas Live app and download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. Back to you, Eric and Alfred.
All right, thank you, Kyla. I'm gonna try and make a mental guess on what that fried chicken is. But right now, on her third attempt, she gets rejected. Much better timing, anticipation by the defense at the net for the Cargo Movers.
Yeah, yan ang kailangan talaga ng F2 in this set. Like I was saying, reiterating on the block kasi just one player here coming from Kurashiki killing them for F2, so they need to stop her. And now, I think, yan, pakonti-konti. Not right away, pero you need to get that flow on reading the ball, and great find also from Majoy Baron na quick reaction.
Yeah. Majoy Baron already with 6 points. And a nice 2-point run here by the Cargo Movers after being outrun at the start of the second set by 3 points. And Okuda stops the 2-point run of the Cargo Movers.
So that time changing the offense for Kurashiki, finding that opposite hit, the lefty here.
And team captain Kyoka Oshima coming off a 3-point performance and 22 excellent sets against Signal. A tip, and that is outside for Majoy Baron, who's playing so well today. 6 points already for Baron. Remember, 9 points in each of the 2 games they lost in the semifinals. And that's 1 in 5 sets, 1 in 3 sets. So now, just in 2 sets, she has 6 points already.
What's nice also kay Joy Barona, she's really manning her role.
Yeah.
She's a middle blocker, so 5 blocks, 3 blocks in the semis. That's huge for a team already, helping them in terms of defense. So they need more of those coming from her.
Tamaru Osaka, saved by Takahashi. Katindig will set it up to Galang. Galang against 2 blockers. It goes outside. Last touch, Kurashiki Ablaze.
Feel like Ara Galang feeling the vibe again as a starting unit for F2, playing her heart out. Kasi minsan talaga nakakamiss yan eh. Playing for your team, representing your team, playing for the fans around you, na it ignites your will as a player.
3 points already for Ara Galang. 2 in the opening set, 1 here in set number 2. Majoy Baron with a nice serve. Taniguchi, really a cute cut shot. Here is Tamaru down the line. After getting stopped, after at least 4 attempts, she finally gets one.
So now Tamaru just going back to her clipping. A while ago, she was powering her spikes, kaya medyo mabagal, nabablock ng F2, but that time just going for that clip. Faster ball now.
Laksina against a single blocker in Yano. Yano asking for it. Oh, nowhere to go. Laksina rejecting Yukino. Yano. That is going to be the 2nd straight kill block for F2 in the 2nd set.
That's nice coming from Ivy Laksina. Not contributing from that offense, but on the defense side, nung bumalik na yung bola, still manning and getting back that point.
3 blocks in total already for F2. No blocks yet for Kurashiki Ablaze. Nice dig for Laksina. Pablo from the back row. Yes! Myla Pablo knocks it in. It's a 1-point game.
Great court sense coming from Ara Galang to set up the ball for that pipe attack. Hindi rin ina-expect ng Kurashiki na talagang doon dadalhin yung bola because the ball was close to the net. Break ball already, the setter wasn't ready, and also Myla Pablo targeting the setter's area, kaya doon nakapuntos.
From being down 3, a chance to tie for F2, but they throw it away. Laksina, that's going to be the 5th service fault for the Cargo Movers.
Giving another 3-point. So they're already having that run, pero yung mga ganong costly errors hurting a team.
Carmel Wu is in the game for the first time, replacing Don Katindig. Okuda passes. Here's Yano, blocked by Maraño. They go to Taniguchi, rejected by Galang. Yano at the net, blocked by Fajardo. Back row attack. Yes! What a shot there from the back row. Asaka Tamaru.
So now it's a battle of pipe attacks coming from both teams. Nilalabas nila yung mga ganong atake nila, which is nice to see for a volleyball team.
3-point lead, Kurashiki Ablaze against F2 here in set number 2. Experience a new way to feel the heart of volleyball. Watch every set, spike, dig, and block on any device, anytime, anywhere via Pilipinas Live. Download the app now and subscribe for only 99 pesos per month. 8-5, Kurashiki Ablaze against the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Asaka Tamaru already with 12 points, the only player in double digits for both teams. Aragalang block, Pablo with a dig. Laksina back row, it's too low, and another point for Kurashiki.
Yeah, Ivy Laksina too low of that hit coming from that back row hit. So we know she's a tall player. Siguro kailangan pa mas mataas yung bola because it's different from hitting the ball from the back row sa middle and from that opposite area.
Oshima to Taniguchi, off speed. Back-to-back points for Kurashiki Ablaze after the technical timeout, and quickly, this is their biggest lead. After leading by 3 points, they're now up by 5.
F2 needs to regroup here, talk it out again, go back to the basics there because they need to react more quickly. Kasi nakakasabay sila when it comes to offense. So now they need great passing and off-court floor defense.
Galang. Picked up by Yano. Oshima sets it up. Oh, what a back set. Taniguchi against a single blocker. That's it. Back-to-back points for Taniguchi. Biggest lead at 6 points right now for Kurashiki Ablaze. And the problem for F2, they only have 1 timeout remaining. So they burned one at 3-0.
This time F2 going back to their full front lineup, hoping that Kasilag and Alba would change things for the flow of offense here for F2.
Okuda with 3 points, looking for the first, her first ace. Maraño, picked up by Okuda. Yano, block. Oh, much better defense at the net. 3 blocks for F2 here in the second set. They've got 4 in total.
That's already huge for a team having 3 blocks in a set, and we're not yet done.
Yeah.
So a lot more coming for F2. Great find also for Aragalang, just closing that area.
Oshima, one-handed set. That's punched through by Hiroka. There's Myla Pablo down the line.
Myla Pablo, you know this girl, she can also score a point anywhere in the court. Mga ganong great find niya. Positioning her body, going cross-court, but on the last second there, just flicking the wrist.
There's got to be a challenge. There is a challenge. Ball in, ball out challenge by Coach Hideo Suzuki. Myla Pablo, 6 points already, but that last one, if this challenge is successful, is going to get wiped off.
But from my angle, I think the ball was in. But maybe Japan has their own instruments here.
Very quick review. We're trying to keep everybody in suspense.
Yep.
Make your own guess first before we roll the tape.
I think that's
What do you think?
around a foot off the floor still. Very in position ng bola.
Yeah, it's gotta be in.
Yeah, it's
Gotta be in.
Yeah.
It's in. Clip the outer part of the line. In fact, the whole line.
Yes.
Unsuccessful challenge for Hideo Suzuki and Kurashiki Ablaze. 6 points officially for Myla Pablo, and it's a 4-point game.
Just like that, F2 now getting that 2 points back from a block and an attack.
Yano with a receive. Oshima sets it up. They go to the middle. Hiraoka. 2 one-handed tips for F2. Yano from the middle. One-handed dig for Alba. Pablo against 2 blockers. Picked up by Oshima. Takahashi sets it up for Yano. Cross-court, tucking dig. Picking it up. Pablo down the line. One-handed dig for Tamaru Asaka. Free ball. F2. Alba goes to the middle. Maraño tips it. Yano keeping it alive. Oshima back row. Tamaru Asaka. Yes!
This lady right over here, Tamaru Asaka, has been really deadly for F2. From the front, from the back.
Running attack.
Ending that defense after defense from F2. Pero yung mga ganong plays, talagang they need to be ready also.
13 points now for Tamaru. Nice serve by Taniguchi. Mars Alba back to Maraño, rejected by Hiraoka. Pablo pops it up. Chance ball here for Kurashiki. 1-2 play. Beautiful setup there by Oshima.
This time it's Oshima's turn to go for that 1-2 play. F2 still having a hard time how to stop that offense coming from Kurashiki.
Great delay there by Oshima. This is now the biggest lead for Kurashiki Ablaze. Look at the bench rejoice off that point by Oshima.
Walang problema. Yung back row, tatlo lang, wag lang kayo gagalaw. Pero yung block, kailangan nyo hintayin. Hindi kayo pa hintayin ng tanong. Check talaga sa mga gilid-gilid din. Kung gusto nyo, isa lang ang tumalon, tapos ito lahat depensa na 5.
You like how Coach Diego keeps it a very light timeout, a light huddle.
Yeah, we have Coach Okumu here watching this matchup, enjoying. He also coached for the UP Fighting Maroons way
That's
back
right.
in my time.
And he has a daughter playing for the Japanese national team. Kasilag off the block, yes.
They need more of those attacks coming from the opposite side, because you have a smaller blocker coming from Kurashiki. They need to maximize that. Eileen Kasilag, she can really score on that area because that's her position talaga.
No more timeouts remaining for F2. Still 2 more timeouts for Kurashiki as Asaka Tamaru again knocks it in.
Alam mo, Eric, mo wala na, drop ball lang, pero just bending that, still finding a way to score a point. How would you stop that girl?
Yeah. Yano with the serve. It's a 6-point game. Pablo off a combination play. Yes.
So that time, Myla Pablo finding that open hole from the defense of Kurashiki. It's going down the line and has been successful for her.
Myla Pablo, 7 points. Top scorer for the Cargo Movers. Right behind her, Majoy Baron with 6. And Aragalang picking up 4 points already. Yano with the pass. Oshima will go back to Tamaru Asaka. That is outside.
At that time, she was trying to go down the line because you can see Alba in front of her, a smaller blocker. Pero maybe that isn't her angle, hitting angle, going down the line.
Only the 3rd attack fault for Asaka Tamaru. She already has 13 points. Block against Hiraoka. Battle at the net. Tip by Hiraoka. Pablo. The counter tip. Yano. The pass. Asaka Tamaru. That's off the net cord. And a point for F2.
It seemed like the ball was already on, the point was already on the F2 side. Pero quick reaction coming from the girls on the wearing red na talagang coverage after coverage. So F2, they need a more figure faster plays.
Yeah. And you gotta love these Japanese players. They have a towel on their knee pad and they help wipe the floor every time they fall down, which gets the crowd applauding the effort of these ladies from Japan. There's Tamaru sending it into the net. The 4th attack fault for Asaka Tamaru from being down by 6 points. Now right now the lead by Kurashiki Ablaze, only 2.
So F2 needs to maintain this kind of level. Binibigyan na sila ng opportunity ng Kurashiki to bounce back from the deficit. Pero those errors again killing them.
Already the 6th service fault for F2. Only 2 service faults for Kurashiki. None here in the 2nd set. Baron is partially blocked by Okuda. Oshima to Okuda. Yes!
You can see the middle blockers coming from Kurashiki here. They can play back quick and the middle A quick. Kaya nahihirapan din mga middle blockers ng F2.
16-12. Kurashiki over F2 here in the 2nd set.
Exclusive camera angles, full TV streaming, and read in-depth stories. Follow Pilipinas Live on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to know more.
Welcome back to the PVL 2023 Invitational Conference. You're still tuned in sa nagbabagang matchup between the Kurashiki Ablaze and the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. Now, speaking about F2, KKD will be still sitting out this game due to her knee concern na according sa kanilang PT ay yet to be confirmed. So in the meantime, let's enjoy this click-filled V-Reel with KK Dwight and their thoughts on LDR.
Majoy Baron is fired up, and so are her teammates. Kim D and Cha Behat. And you spoke, Alfred, to Kim D earlier, finding out why she's playing today.
Well, still under observation, waiting for the results of her knee. Well, we don't know what happened, but wishing the best for her.
Yep. Oh, service ace for Pablo. The first ace of F2 coming here in the second set. And after a 2-point run by Kurashiki, an answer after the technical timeout, a 2-point run as well for the Cargo Movers.
More coming from the service line. Pahirapan nila yung passing dito ng Kurashiki.
Wow, that is a fiery kill from Asaka Tamaru, now with 14 points.
Wow, 14 points in just 2 sets. And we're only almost ending in this second set. But still scoring for Kurashiki here.
Oshima with a nice serve, almost an ace. 1-2 play for F2. Taniguchi, block touch. There is from Carmel Wu, and Taniguchi now with 5.
You can see that set on the opposite side for Kurashiki. It's fast and low.
Yeah.
Kaya talaga mahihirapan yung mga blowers dito ng F2 on how to position well their hands and read the ball coming from the defense.
Back row, Pablo. Picked up by Takahashi. Oshima will set it up. They go back to Tamaru. Oh, back-to-back points. 15 points. Asaka Tamaru already. And a quick 3-0 run by Kurashiki Ablaze. This has been a game of runs, Alfred, between these two teams in the last 10 points.
Now they're bringing Ivy Laxina back to man the blocking here because talagang Mars Alba right in front of Asaka Tamaru, so she can really score against her.
Good pass by Mayra Pablo. Laxina against single blocker, dug by Yano. Oshima, Asaka Tamaru, cut shot, it's wide.
That time, because you can see Majoy Baron and Laxina in front of you. 6-footer players here, 5'10", so really long arms above the net. Kaya talagang iniwasan niya. But that time, hindi siguro. Pinapatama lang niya doon sa braso, kaso too much angle on that hit.
4-point game. Biggest deficit against F2 was 6 points. Baron playing very well here today. Already with, wait a minute, there is overreach against Oshima.
Great serve coming from Majoy Baron, already having 3 blocks under her.
Yep, 7 points, 4 attacks, 3 blocks. It's a 3-point game. Cargo Movers have cut the deficit in half already. Oh, but every single time it looks like they have momentum, they commit a service fault.
They're already running the offense well and even the defense. So now they need to get back that point. So they need a better reception.
Service specialist Momoka Yamashiro with a serve. Maranyo with a soft tip. Taniguchi picking it up. Oshima to Yano. Trying to go down the line. No block touch. Back to a 3-point game.
So I just want to say that Ivy Laxina needs to hit the ball faster and sharper. Kasi she's really tall, she can go above the blockers, she can go cross-court. Medyo long yung pinapalo niya, kaya nababasa dito ng mga defenders coming from Kurashiki.
17 serving 20. F2 down a set after losing by 5 in the opening set. Makandili katindig, what a nice dig. Back row, Pablo with a push. Kept alive. And free ball here for F2. Fajardo to Maraño, running shot. Yes! Abby Maraño with her third point.
That's her go-to signature move here since her college days. Abby Maraño going for that longer run. You can see the blockers coming from Kurashiki was expecting a short run. Pero ginawa niya, dinulo talaga yung bola. Great find also from Kim Fajardo.
3 unanswered points by the Cargo Movers. They are within 2. 18 serving 20. Nice short serve from Laksina. Yano against 2 blockers. The push. Yes!
Yeah, it has been a seesaw battle here in this second set. We're in a 3-0 run for Kurashiki. Tapos makuha ulit dito ng F2. So it's now like kung sino lang mas matatag when it comes to floor defense.
But a great adjustment by Yano. I mean, seeing the blockers change the shot selection on top for the point. Underhand pass. Galang down the line. Ara Galang with her 5th point.
We also know that's her go-to hit. Ara Galang looking cross-court. As you can see, just with the flick of the wrist, is going down the line, not looking towards that direction. Kaya nahirapan din doon yung mga blockers ng Kurashiki.
It is back to a 2-point game. 19 serving 21, second set. Floater of a serve for Galang. Oshima sets it up. They go to Taniguchi, that's outside.
Yeah, no touch there coming from Pablo. So now, I think Kurashiki are having a hard time on how to run their offense because F2 having great blocking, just covering the area.
After leading by 6, only a 1-point lead for Kurashiki. They haven't called a timeout yet. Oshima sets it up. Yano, that's partially blocked. Pablo against 2 defenders. Oshima, Taniguchi, cross court. Laksina. That is...
Yeah.
No call yet.
But
Very delayed call there.
yes.
Laksina called for a foot fault.
Yes. Definitely a foot fault. Everyone was complaining.
So no need for the challenge. The point was given to Kurashiki Ablaze. A delayed call, a very late call, but the right call nevertheless. 2-point lead here for Kurashiki. Pablo off speed, picked up by Yano. Oshima sets it up on a 1-2 play. Galang, here's Maraño. Yano again will attack, block. Great coverage coming from Yamashiro. Yano blocked again. Oshima keeping it alive. Save is no good. Terrific defense out of the net by the Cargo Movers, and it's back to a 1-point game.
What a gusty move there coming from Yano despite being blocked. Still calling for that set. But I commend the blocking here coming from F2. Not slacking, still covering that area, timed the ball perfectly. But also the effort coming from Kurashiki. Talagang lahat sila tinatakbo yung bola.
But you've got to commend as well the blocking of the Cargo Movers. It's been airtight up there at the net. 1-point game, chance to tie. Omura will set it up. One-handed dig out of Galang. Ball is still alive. Chance ball here for Kurashiki. Omura sets it up. And Oshima rejected by Pablo. The game is tied at 21. The comeback is complete for the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. This deserves another look. Oshima, the starting center, turned attacker, and she was turned away by the defense of Pablo.
Great timing also coming from Myla Pablo na hindi siya tumalon agad. Waited for the ball to touch the blocker, the attacker's hand. And then at the last second, just flicking it, going it behind the attacker there.
Omura sets it up. Yano. Yes.
So wake-up ball, redemption time coming from Yano. Coming from the blocked attacks now, scoring off the blocker's hand. So now for F2, they need to calm down, to regroup, focus again. Because they're in this match. Just 1 point.
2 setters on the floor for Kurashiki Ablaze. They have Omura and Oshima on the floor. 1-point lead. Service ace for Yano. What a time for that to come. And it's 2 set points for Kurashiki off a 2-point run.
Gutsy serve coming from Yano. Targeting Aragalang for that ace. So now they need this again. Confidence.
Better pass from Laksina. Combination play. Myla Pablo. That's picked up by Tamaru. Tamaru for the win. Not just yet. Galang with a dig. Underhand pass. Pablo mishits. And Kurashiki Ablaze off a 3-point run wins the second set.
That was an exciting second set for us. F2 Logistics finding their side already when it comes to a net defense. But it's still the offense dominating for the Kurashiki Ablaze here. That's why getting that second set win.
Streaming experiences also await via the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. 2-0. Kurashiki Ablaze up 25-20, 25-22, first and second sets. And it was a much closer second set, Alfred. We were at 22 all down the stretch as we look at some of the highlights. 8 blocks in total for F2 in the entire match. No blocks yet for Kurashiki.
That's great for F2 here. Just focusing on their goal here to stop the offense of Kurashiki. But it's still Tamaru Asaka really hurting F2 in terms of attacks. Kasi F2 lumalaban sila and of course the errors also. Pero I wanna comment the grit coming from F2 na nilaban nila despite being down 6 points in the earlier parts of this second set. They managed to bounce back and even tied the game. But you can see attacks 17-8. Pero sa blocking 7-0. So now it's nice also na they need to step up in their offense side because they can take the ball well, pero yung mga counter attacks for F2, dun sila nahihirapan because also of the floor defense coming from Kurashiki. Well, in order for them to survive this, Kurashiki needs to find more siguro players to step up and change more of their offense, vary more of their offense.
Tamaru Asaka, 16 points already. Top scorer and the only player in double digits for both teams. Myla Pablo already with 9. But to put the 7 block performance in the second set for F2, they have 8 blocks in total. 1 in the first set, 7 in the second set. But to put that in perspective, they had 7 blocks in the 3-set loss against PLDT. They already have 8 blocks in the game, and we're just starting the 3rd set.
Yeah, I want to say also, I told you guys in the pre-game wherein they need a 3 or 4 set win for F2 in order for them to survive or not to be eliminated in the semis. Pero now they're down 2 sets. So maybe, let's see, I think they're already eliminated here. Giving more groove or hopes for Kurashiki and even PLDT.
Alba, part of the starting lineup here in the 3rd set. That's going to be lifting violation called against Taniguchi.
Wow, a rare error there coming from Kurashiki on that set. Yeah, they all have towels with them.
On the knee pad, tucked in the shorts. Good start here for the Cargo Movers. They're up 2-0. Taniguchi blocked again. Alba sets it up. Laksina off the block of Yano. Kaoru Takahashi back to Yano. Blocked again. That's going to be the 9th block of the game for F2.
So middle blockers and opposite hitters just sticking to their roles in this play for F2. So now it's time for the outside hitters to step up in their offensive side.
3-0 start for F2 here in the 3rd set. Chance ball. Pablo kept alive by Yano. Oshima to Taniguchi with the tip. Baron keeping it alive. Laksina once again. That is going to be outside as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
Yes, Eric and Alfred, despite F2 trailing behind, Jiang Abby says laban tayo and shows just that through her fierce attitude. You know, earlier nga nakausap ko siya at sabi niya sa akin, since they're playing against a team like Kurashiki, now more than ever does she need to look and act tough to keep the team stabilized. Now, as we go into set number 3, what F2 has to do is to activate their collective efforts because as Jiang Abby says, we're best when we're together. Let's see if they can survive this set as one cohesive unit. Let's go to the challenge.
So a net fall challenge here by Coach Diego and the staff of F2. They don't want their momentum, this little run to stop.
As they're playing well now, up by 3. I think this is the largest lead for F2 in the match. Of course, they don't want to give a free point to Kurashiki because they can make their own run.
The last time the Cargo Movers led was in the opening set at 1-0. They didn't lead at all in the 2nd set. And right now they're up 3-0. And doesn't seem to be any touch.
Because it was maybe the play before because the ball hit the antenna, the net there, coming from that spike of Myla Pablo.
So unsuccessful challenge. That's going to be the first point of Kurashiki Ablaze in set number 3. Okuda serving. Had 5 points in the win against the HD Spikers. Here's a tip by Hiraoka. That's going to be outside of Myla Pablo. So back-to-back points for Kurashiki Ablaze, both from errors or attack faults by the Cargo Movers.
So Myla Pablo that time wasn't able to adjust on that set coming from Mars Alba. It was too low and close to the net.
Chance ball. Oshima. And Taniguchi. Katindig back to Pablo. Pablo with 9 points already. Make that 10 points. Myla Pablo.
Yeah, that's her go-to play here in terms of attacking, going down the line. She has been effective on that hits. Just positioning herself, going cross-court here on the last second. From the flick of her wrist, going down the line.
First player for F2 in double digits, Myla Pablo. Oshima back to Yano. Off-speed attack, picked up by Galang. Back row, Pablo. That's Takahashi with a dig. Yano off the block and outside. Point for Yukino Yano, her 4th.
Despite having 2 tall blockers in front of you. Pero yun talaga yung intention niya parang kanina pa to swipe it off the hand.
She's a fearless player, right? Yukino Yano is just 5'4". And she's going up against 6'1". 6-foot players from F2. One-handed dig by Tamura. Yano with a push. Picked up by Galang. There is a net touch here on the way down, I think, for Majoy Baron.
A collision on the net there from Baron and Laksina. But you can see Yano having a hard time really to spike the ball. Kaya talagang just going for that drop because the area is really tight for her.
Taniguchi with a nice serve. Alba. Majoy Baron. Perfect set and an easy dump. 8 points for Baron.
So they need more of Majoy Baron's attacking this time because you can block the ball. So now, pag maganda pasa mo coming from a reception or from a dig, try giving it to middle blockers kasi minsan nahihirapan din dito ang Kurashiki to stop the middle blockers from F2.
Yano once again. Again off the block. She has finally found the angle to hit the ball against the tall blockers like Laksina, Baron, Maranyo.
See in the replay, it's waiting for the hands of Laksina above the net. Yeah, yun. Pero feel ko for Ivy, she needs to penetrate more, not too high. Kasi yung angle ni Yano on hitting, parang palabas na yung trajectory.
So, either bring it in or pull away your hands, right? For Laksina, there's Aragalang knocking it in. That's going to be the 6th point for Aragalang.
Yeah, they need more of those long shots for F2.
Laksina only 2 points so far in the game, and she's coming off a 7-point performance against PLDT. Oshima to Tamaru Asaka. Alba chasing the ball down for the second touch. Aragalang rejected, it goes outside. But there is a touch on Galang. Bounced off her after the block.
She was saying that it was out looking at the players from Kurashiki.
Let's take a look. Off the block, it hits Ara, I think, on her back. Alba, difficult set. Aragalang. Yano with the up 6-all. Set 3. Taniguchi attacking, one-handed save there by Alba. Chance ball for Kurashiki. Running attack, Okuda with a nice tip. Very soft touch for Okuda. Attack by Alba, it's popped up by Hiraoka. Tamaru, kept alive by Laksina. There's the tough get for Alba, but the rally continues. 1-2 play, pancake save, Katindig. Laksina attacking, picked up by Taniguchi. Oh, what a rally. Tamaru outside. A point for F2, and they're back on top by 1, 7-6.
Yeah, that set coming from Kyoka was far from the net. You can see the trajectory was really going away from the net. Kaya nahirapan doon si Tamaru to adjust. Because he was expecting for a low, fast ball. Kanina pa niya ginagawa, unstoppable hits. But that time, the ball went away, or the trajectory from that set. Kaya that angle was too hard for her.
Biggest lead, 3 points here in set number 3 for F2. Oshima to Tamaru. One-handed dig for Katindig. Galang back row. A free ball for Kurashiki. Oshima sets it up. Okuda, yes!
What effort coming from Don Makandili Katindig there. Pancake dig after one-hand dig. Talagang all-around player here, helping her team in terms of defense. So now they need to wake up. They need to focus more on attacks.
And back in is Waku Umura, who played the setter position late in the second set, even with Oshima in the game. But right now, Oshima takes a seat and will catch her breath. 7-all, third set. Kurashiki Ablaze up 2-0 against F2. Nice serve. Bad receive there from Laksina. Pablo attacking, picked up by Yano. Okura sets it up. There's a block touch and a neck touch as well, coming from F2. And Kurashiki Ablaze sends us to our first technical timeout. They're up by 1, 8-7 against F2, set number 3. Come and watch the best basketball players in the globe and cheer them on live inside the venues. The FIBA Basketball World Cup 2023 single game pass is now available for as low as 499 pesos. Get your tickets at SM Tickets, Ticketnet, or Philippines-ticketing.worldcup.basketball. But we're all about volleyball right here at the Phil Sports Arena. Let's check the performance so far of our wonderful and excellent liberos. 15-8. Katindig versus Takahashi. Chance ball for Kurashiki. Omura will set it up. Here we go. A quick tip from Okuda. Save will be no good for Galang as Kurashiki now on a 2-point run. They're up by 2. This is Kurashiki's biggest lead in set number 3.
Yeah, great effort there coming from the ladies of the Cargo Movers. But they need more court awareness. Tsaka communicate more. Kasi that instance, hindi nila alam kung sino kukuha ng bola. Sayang yung dig coming from Don. So they need justice also.
A huge amount of wet spots on the floor. We're drying up on the side of the Cargo Movers. Omura, 5'3", is 22 years old. Just turned 22 last month. Nice serve again. Not a good pass there coming from Galang. Off-speed attack. This is a chance ball. Omura sets it up. A little push by Taniguchi. Katindig diving once again. Pablo off the head of Yano and scores. Mayla Pablo now with 11.
There, Yano wasn't expecting that hit coming from Mayla Pablo. Yan yung sinasabi natin kanina, nahapanlin lang yung mga positioning ni Mayla Pablo in terms of body positioning. Because it's her flick of that wrist yung talagang nagdidictate kung where the ball would land.
Maranyo, nice serve. Yano also with a nice pass. And Tamal rejected.
And another block point here coming from Joy Baron. One-on-one. Yan yung kailangan nila. Just penetrating your hands towards the side of the opponent. Yun yung ginagawa dito ni Majoy Baron.
Majoy Baron, 4 blocks in their last game against Signal. Today, 5 blocks already. Chance ball for Kurashiki. Middle attack, Okuda. Picked up by Maranyo. Alba sets it up. Pablo against a single blocker. It's outside.
Sayang yung effort coming from F2, coming from Mayla Pablo on that hit. Parang nanggigil siya doon on that attack because it was only a single block in front of her. Her intention was going cross. But on that last, parang yung angle niya also.
Substitution here. Tanabe in the game for the first time. Along with number 14, Takahashi Sachio.
So now Coach Hideo Suzuki bring in some of his bench players.
That thing crawls over the net for Takahashi. The push by Taniguchi. Alba knocks it in off an attack. Ties the game at 10-all. Second point for Mars Alba.
Yeah, we know Mars Alba can attack the ball because there was an instance also in our conference where she became an attacker coming from Coach Regine here. So expect her that she can also contribute in terms of those kinds of attacks.
Takahashi with a pass. Combination play. Tamaru. No, that's Tanabe with the point. Tanabe, starter in the opening set. Came off the bench in the second set, and that's just her second point. Okuda serving. Kurashiki Ablaze up by 1. A dig by Takahashi. Omura pops it up. And here's Tanabe once again. Back-to-back points for Saki, Tanabe, and Kurashiki back to their biggest lead at 2 points.
So now Tanabe just brushing the hand of the blockers there with that attack. So they need more coming from F2.
Pablo down the line. Takahashi popping it up. Tanabe, cross-court shot, overpassed by Katindig. Omura sets it. Katindig with coverage once again. Alba, nice pass to Majoy Baron. Majoy Baron now with 11. 2 players in double digits for the Cargo Movers. Both Pablo and Baron with 11 each.
Now F2 still in this game. Just 1 point away from Kurashiki. So they need the heavy serve now.
Pablo already with 1 ace. Omura to Hiraoka, nowhere to go as Gana picks up her second kill block.
F2 finding their groove now in terms of blocking. Still there. So now they need more coming from those kinds of break balls, yung mga counter attacks like I was saying a while ago, because nandidig nila yung bola coming from Don. So it's up to the attackers on how to score a point.
Combination play, Tanabe hits it off the blockers. But speaking of blocking, F2 11 blocks in the game already, Alfred.
Wow, that's a lot already. Adding up both games here for Majoy Baron, and of course still playing her role as a middle blocker.
Alba back to Baron. Baron with 12 back-to-back points for Majoy Baron. Ties the game at 13.
You can see her face, her game face, hyping up her teammates na kailangan na samahan niyo ako. I'm already here, so we need you, I need you in order for us to stay in this game.
Majoy Baron, nice serve. Oshima is back in the game. Tanabe, yes.
So it's now Tanabe doing the damage for Kurashiki.
Take another look at Saki Tanabe in action. Saki Tanabe, 5 points, 4 of the 5 coming in set number 3. And she's done the damage, she's stepping out. Yano and Tamaru back in the game. There she is. Asaka Tamaru, 16 points in the game. Meantime, Yukino Yano with 5. Already with 1 ace as well, Yukino Yano.
Yeah. Played minimal minutes for Kurashiki there, but contributed well.
Oh, an overpass turns into an easy point for the cargo movers. One of the rare times you catch Kurashiki Ablaze flat-footed.
They weren't expecting that hit also. Yeah, medyo nahirapan din doon ang Kurashiki. Because it was already an over ball coming from Pablo, and which turned into a point.
And the crowd, you're not seeing it on your screens, but the crowd applauding again as Oshima, the team captain, helping wipe the floor once again. 14 all, a really tight third set here. Biggest lead, F2, 3 points. Biggest lead for Kurashiki, 2 points. Much closer matchup here. And Hiraoka. It is outside. Hiraoka will not be able to score, but there will be a challenge here. I think a block touch challenge. We'll wait for the official card. Yep, a block touch challenge put up by Hideo Suzuki, the head coach of Kurashiki Ablaze.
But from my angle, I think it brushed off the hand of, or the arm of Pablo.
It kind of seemed from our angle as well. We'll see.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. They already challenged the block touch, because you can challenge that.
Yeah.
The touch coming from Pablo.
Kurashiki Ablaze up 2-0 here, and they're also undefeated so far. And clear block touch there.
Coming from Aragala.
Pinky. Successful challenge here for Kurashiki Ablaze.
So I can't wait to bring in the green card, where you'll be honest if ever whether you touch the ball or did a net touch. Maybe it saves more time.
Alba sets it up, running attack. Abi Maranyo ties the game.
That time, Tamaru, it was her first time manning Abi Maranyo on that running. Kaya nahirapan din siya. Hindi niya alam kung running short or long. You can see her just jumping right away. That's also nice coming from Abi Maranyo. She can manage that running long, running short to help the offense of F2.
5 points for Maranyo. 15 all. Easy shot there for Okuda.
Yeah, that's also a rare miss read coming from Don.
A 1-point lead for Kurashiki Ablaze. Second technical timeout, 16-15 over F2, set number 3. One-point game, Kurashiki 16, F2 15. It's been that kind of trend here in the third set. Kurashiki Ablaze unable to pull away. In fact, the biggest lead here in set number 3 is held by F2. They were up by as many as 3 points. Kurashiki's biggest lead is 2 points. Yukino Yano already with 5 in the game. 4 attacks and 1 ace. Myla Pablo, 12 points, 10 attacks, 1 block, 1 ace. Asaka Tamaru, you just saw her, 16 points. And this is the team captain, Oshima. Kyoka Oshima with a nice serve. Kasilad with a receive. Aragalang pops it over. Tamaru. Overpassed by Katindig. Oshima back to Tamaru. And the block was late. And Tamaru made them pay. 17 points for Tamaru.
It's that wind-up coming from Tamaru. It's really deadly. You can see that arc coming from her back. Then on the last instance, just bracing her core. Kaya bilis talaga bumaba ng bola, and with that flick of the wrist.
Oshima with 1 point. Serve again to Kasilag. Alba. Off speed coming from Abi Maraño and wagging the finger as well.
Veteran smarts there coming from Abi Maraño. 2 blockers in front of her. This time, Maru timed it perfectly. Pero yun, iniba niya yung palo, just dropping it behind the blockers there, scoring that point for F2.
6 points for Abi Maraño, looking for her first ace. Yano, not a good pass. Taniguchi against 2 blockers. Pablo keeping it alive. Myla Pablo gets it back. Fires one. Yano. Here's Taniguchi. Sends it over underhand. Maraño to Alba. Myla Pablo. There's a nice dig coming from Takahashi. And Taniguchi attacking. Alba to Baron. Takahashi with a save. Alba again. This time to Pablo. Taniguchi saves it. Oshima. Back set. Tamaru Asaka. Overpassed. Asaka once again. Another overpass. Oh, great defense by F2. Tamaru. This time it goes outside of the defense of Kasilag. Asaka, Tamaru. Wow.
Wow, talaga, Eric. Exactly. That's just the right word here. After coming from that, Tamaru attacks, 3 attempts. But on her third one, Elaine Kasilag wasn't able to handle that steaming spike. Pero I commend the defense coming from F2 here, not slacking.
18 points for Asaka Tamaru. But you're right, excellent floor defense by the cargo movers. Shola Alvarez is in the game. Alba, the pass a little too low, but Baron able to get it across. Takahashi passes. Yano attacking off the block of Alba. Alba will attack. Tamaru popping it up. Taniguchi dumps it and scores.
What great court sense there coming from Kurashiki. Just to drop the ball. Don Macandili was ready to go to the center for that donut hole. Pero yun, just brushing it off the blocker's hand there coming from Myla Pablo. You can see there, Don was already ready for that. Pero hit the head of Majoy Baron pala.
First time out here for F2. We'll listen in.
Alam niyo kung ano dapat yung bibitawan at hindi. Pag malapit sa net, huwag niyong bibitawan sa block. Naintindihan? Naintindihan? Pag malayo, kayo, medyo mag-isip-isip kayo. Pag umiga, alam nyo na. Okay? Isang lang. Tuloy-tuloy lang tayo. Pero yung mga pasa natin, isang patay, isang patay. Let's go, isang patay. Paikot isa.
And you can hear the voice of Abby Maraño. Hindi pa tapos. Laban, laban, laban. They're down by 3. This is the biggest lead for Kurashiki in the set. And for F2, it's now or never. They got to win here in order to stay alive in this match. They have not won an in-game match in the semifinals. Meanwhile, Kurashiki undefeated in the semifinals. Takahashi passes, Yano will attack, off-speed hit, Katindig pops it up, Alba goes to the other side, Pablo wipes it off the block. 13 points, Myla Pablo.
So Myla Pablo is really consistent when it comes to that down-the-line hit. So she needs to focus more on that. And of course, sa setter, kailangan nilang medyo idulo yung bola with a height also. Because we know Myla Pablo is also one of the tallest player here for F2. So she needs a high ball in order for her to execute the down-the-line play.
Tip. That's going to be short for Katindig. Are they going to challenge? Yes, they are going to challenge because Katindig saying I had my hand on the ball. So floor touch challenge.
Yeah, we know Don Makandili Katindig can really get those types of pancake saves. So confident talaga siya na good ball yun eh.
Our first referee, Patrick Castillo, called it a floor touch. We'll see. Only one player in double digits for Kurashiki. That is Asaka Tamaru with 18. 2 players in double digits for F2. Myla Pablo with 13. And Majoy Baron close second with 12 points. So F2 really stepping up in the absence of Kim D, who's waiting for the results of her MRI. There is the replay, and yes, there is a floor touch already.
Siguro kung in-extend pa niya ng konti,
no?
yeah, it's just an inch maybe touching the floor.
So unsuccessful challenge. 3-point lead once again for Kurashiki. 20 serving 17. Third and final set if F2 is unable to come back here. Yano. That's going to be outside. But wait a minute, there's an overrule by our first referee, Patrick Alan Castillo. He says there was a block touch.
Yeah, but it seemed like...
And no more challenges remaining here for Coach Diego, so they cannot contest.
See in the replay
call.
here.
Oh, there seems like a pinky. Was it?
I can tell from that because we need a better slow-mo, I think. Pero parang wala.
Parang wala.
Yeah.
And the crowd unhappy as well here inside the Phil Sports Arena based on what they saw, because we have 2 big screens here on the roof, on the ceiling, and crowd reacting to that. But I guess poetic justice as Okuda with a service error.
Sometimes yun yung mga tinuturo sa mga Japanese players. Once na parang alam nila na talaga nagka-error dito yung mga referees, they give back the point.
Great pass. And a put away there for Hiraoka.
At that time, sure point coming from them, coming from that attack. Nonetheless, another point for them.
And last time out for F2, we'll listen in.
Tulungan nyo naman si middle. Understand? Sayang yan. Sige lang, okay lang, bawi lang kayo. Isa-isa lang. So pag nag-block ulit, pwesto, wag nyo hahabulin. Pumwesto lang kayo. Pag hinabol nyo, mag-check na yun. Okay? Isang pasa, isang atake, tapos next lang ng next. Okay, atin, kapit, let's go!
Sisira nila tayo.
Cargo Movers in a bad position right now. They're down by 4. This is the biggest lead of Kurashiki Ablaze in the 3rd set. Dawn Katindig has been sacrificing her body all throughout the match, diving and digging. And so far, they have yet to win a set. Alba to Shola Alvarez, her first attack, and it goes outside. 5 6-point lead for Kurashiki Ablaze right now. They're 2 points away from a straight sets win.
That was a first attempt coming from Shola Alvarez coming from that attack. So maybe still finding her groove there.
New libero on the floor. For Kurashiki Ablaze, Nana Fujimura. And Alvarez redeeming herself with a kill right there.
There you go. Because maybe that was her first attempt on her attack. Pero you should be ready. Kasi kinuha ka nga to help your team. So you need to help them also in terms of that role given to you by your coach.
4-point game, Majoy Baron. 12 points, first double-digit performance here in the semifinals. Off-speed attack, Yukino Yano, beautiful decision. 9 points, or 7 points now for Yano.
Yano wants to end this right away. He's playing smart volleyball that time, getting a point just in front of Majoy Baron there with that cut shot.
There's 5 match points for Kurashiki Ablaze. Casilag, yes, saving 1 match point.
Elaine Casilag still fighting her heart out in this third set. So anything can happen. So now she needs to gamble maybe on the serve to go for a hard serve.
No aces yet for Casilag. She has 3 points, all from attacks. Tamaru, yes, the winning point. Asaka Tamaru, her 19th point, gets the win by 5 points for Kurashiki Ablaze over the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers.
What a performance here coming from Kurashiki. Everyone coming off the bench, helping well the team's offense, defense. So now they're still undefeated in this semifinals. For F2, I commend them giving a great fight, great battle against Kurashiki. And yeah, what a great conference run also for them, despite having a lot of injuries from the players and lots of ups and downs here. Kept shuffling the lineups here, pero they seemed still in their game, A-game in this match.
Relive this game and all PVL games and stories anytime, anywhere on the Pilipinas Live app. Download and subscribe now for as low as 99 pesos per month. 3-set win, Kurashiki Ablaze against F2 Logistics Cargo Movers. win for Kurashiki Ablaze as they take down the F2 Logistics Cargo Movers in straight sets 25-20, 25-22, and 25-20. And our best player right now with Kyla Castillo. Kyla?
Konnichiwa, PVL fans! I'm now with our best player of the game, Hiraoka Akane. Congratulations, Akane. Now, I have a few questions, no? So, paano nyo napaghandaan yung team like F2?
自分たちは身長が小さい分、サーブやブロックで、サーブで攻めて、ブロックで的を絞ってしっかり攻撃していくことを練習してやりました。
Focus nila.
Alright, so for our second question, ano yung challenges na na-encounter nyo habang kalaban nyo yung F2? Ano yung challenges na-encounter nyo habang kalaban yung F2?
F2 戦で何かこう難しかったところありますか？
自分たちはその身長が高い相手が、ちょっとブロックが低い分どこのコースに抜けてくるかがわからないので、そういうブロードとかちょこまかした攻撃がちょっと嫌かなって思いました。
So maliit lang sila, mas mataas yung F2 ng players. So yun yung mahirapan sila.
Okay, so how important is this win para sa Kurashiki Ablaze? Gaano ka-importante ang game na ito para sa Kurashiki Ablaze?
Kurashiki Ablaze にどういう期待ができますか？どういうものを見せてもらえますか？Kurashiki Ablaze にどういうチームどういうプレーを期待できますか？
やっぱり何回も言うんですけど、身長が小さい分、レシーブでしっかりどこのチームにも負けないようにドロンコバレーで頑張りたいと思います。
Okay, meron bang mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan? Please go ahead.
ファンに一言何か。
これからもアブレイズらしいバレーをするので応援よろしくお願いします。インスタグラムのフォローよろしくお願いします。
There you have it, PVL fans. Eric and Alfred, our best player of the game, Akane Hiraoka. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Kyla. Congratulations, Akane Hiraoka, second leading scorer with 9 points for Kurashiki Ablaze. They were led by, as per usual, Asaka Tamaru with 19 points in the game, and they are so far undefeated in the semifinals. They are now 3-0.
Yeah, it's also nice seeing the players from Kurashiki really giving the fans a warm welcome here, giving their appreciation also. But going back to the match, they didn't give any chance for F2 to bounce back. Despite being playing well for F2, I think they really played well in terms of offense, especially that net defense here, even the floor defense. Pero yon in the second set, yun nga sinasabi natin, in the atake, they only had 8 points. So they need more nung third set. They already had that, pero doon naman nagkawala yung Kurashiki, bringing in bench players, contributing well. Kaya nahirapan din dito yung defense ng F2 because maybe they were already adjusting to the first 6, the first compositions of Kurashiki, pero yung mga bench players, doon sila hindi na pag-aralan.
Take a look at some of the numbers here in the 3-set win by Kurashiki against F2 Logistics.
The attacks here coming from Kurashiki. There was Tamaru, Asaka, all giving that firepower for them. There we have the blocks dominating 11-1 for F2. Aces 3-1, opponent errors, not much of a difference here. Giving only 3 free points for Kurashiki, pero I want to commend here the middle blockers of F2 Logistics that they really played their hearts out.
Yeah.
Like from the timeout, Coach Regine was saying na tulungan natin yung mga middle blockers kasi they're really doing their role. Majoy Baron especially in terms of blocking and of course offense. Pag nabigyan siya ng bola, asahan mo talaga papatayin niya with those power drops, power kills na alam natin she was really known for those kinds of offensive prowess.
On Thursday, we're going to be back here at the Phil Sports Arena. Pasig City PLDT high-speed hitters taking on Kurashiki Ablaze in the first game, and then Kin Bakbak Nin taking on the Signal HD Spikers at 6:30 p.m. That's all going to be live on Pilipinas Live. Despite the 13 points, Myla Pablo, and 12 points from Majority Baron, not enough as the FTL Logistics Cargo Movers say goodbye to the Invitational Conference. They lose in 3 sets against Kurashiki Ablaze, who've only dropped a set so far in the semifinals of the Invitational Conference. Thanks to our director, Al Neri, for Kyla Castillo and Alfred Valbuena. I'm Eric Dupan. Thank you for watching our coverage. It's Kurashiki winning in 3 sets against FTL Logistics in the Invitational Conference of the PVL right here on Pilipinas Live.